Are you someone who at some point started learning a language, but then for whatever reason you decided to stop because maybe it wasn't the right time or you had other priorities and language learning kind of just, took a seat in the back burner? And now you're thinking about, you know what, I actually would like to jump into relearning this language. I really want to learn it. Well, you're in the right spot, my friend. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ruby and welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to start relearning a language that perhaps you have taken in the past, but you stopped studying for a while and now you're like, I'm not sure where to start. Because trust me, I'm in the same boat. It happened with me with French, and now that I've added my third language, yes, I've added a third language, and if you've been here with me for a while, you know that it is Italiano. Yes, I started learning Italian again. I've started this study journey about 3 or 4 days ago now, and I've really been doing my best to go at it. I really felt a strong pull to Italian when I went to Italy and all that good stuff. I just love it. It's such a beautiful language. And so I thought I would share with you guys some of my tips of how I've been going about relearning Italian. Now, if you end up liking this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos each week. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the tips. So my first tip is, if you actually have your old notebook from that class or whatever course you were taking, go back to the beginning. I actually have my notes from Italian 1 when I started Italian. This is my notebook I used when I started Italian, and there are a lot of stuffs here, little nuggets of wisdom, if I do say so myself. It's really cool because it really does have basically all of the things, little grammar points I learned. Here's an example of some of my notes I took my first day in Italian. And oof, there are so many good things. So if you do have your old notebook from whenever you started the language, go back to the beginning. It will certainly be of assistance. And if you also happen to have the book you started using when you started studying Italian, when you start studying your language, then definitely use that as a resource, as it will come in handy. I do have my book, but unfortunately I can't share it because it does have the name of the college where I bought it, because it's not a specific author. It's from the school. I think someone from the school wrote it. I don't know. But yes, I'm using that book as well. It's super helpful. So if you have those old resources, definitely refer to them because they will help you so much. So now my second tip is, if you did take the class and you are in touch with the instructor, actually ask them if you can actually audit the class, because it can be of assistance. I'm actually considering perhaps reaching out to this professor because it would be helpful to me to actually audit the class, just to, go over it, refresh my memory. It's always good to start in the beginning. Don't start in the middle just because you remember a lot of things from the past. It doesn't mean that it's all there. You really want to build a solid foundation for yourself, because then if you don't, you will just confuse the hell out of yourself. So build that, establish that solid foundation. The third thing, review the most common verbs that are used and their conjugations, because again, those are necessary, especially the irregular ones. You want to learn those by heart because there's no specific pattern to them, so you really do have to learn them by heart. So definitely reviewing them, if that means reading them over or creating flashcards or just writing them a few times. Do what you gotta do. It will all help with the learning process, because if you don't know this, my friends, repetition is key to anything. Along with that, also review vocabulary. If there's some things you forgot, like certain words, like I forgot pencil was, I forgot pencil again. But I do remember that pen is penna. So there you go. Just reviewing the little basic things will certainly come a long way. And fourth tip, I feel that goes with the vocabulary and the verbs and conjugations. Also learn some of the phrases again, because you do start off learning some common phrases, basic phrases. It will certainly help you again with just retaining new vocabulary, or just again relearning the vocabulary that you've learned before but you probably forgot now. It helps a lot. So learn some basic phrases, relearn. It helps. It helps. It helps. Now the fifth thing is learn again the basic grammar. So that's like reviewing articles, when to use specific articles for specific things. That's kind of where I'm like, ugh, with the Italian grammar, because it's similar to Spanish and French and all that stuff, but I kind of like forgot a lot of it. because there's certain rules for Italian and all that stuff. So I'm like, I really gotta review this carefully, because I do not want to like go half-ass it and then at some point be like, oh, you know what, I don't get it. So yes, just review the basic grammar. It will certainly help you, my friends, with creating sentences and starting to write little sentences or paragraphs and speaking and all that stuff, which leads me to my 6th advice. Speak to yourself in the language. Practice. It does not have to be perfect. Just do your best. Just, again, the repetition of just saying it out loud.
I think I spit on my lip.
Just saying it out loud, saying it in your mind. But more importantly, just saying it out loud, it helps so much with retaining this new information. And again, it also helps you just like learning and practicing your speaking skills. You don't, like, yes, it's helpful to have someone around who's a native speaker to help you. But if you don't have no one around, just speak to yourself in the language. And that's a great way to also start expanding your vocabulary too, because then if you don't know a certain vocab, you can just look it up and hey, there you go. You just learned a new word that particular day. So you guys, those are my tips on how to go back into relearning a language. I love Italian. Let me know what languages you love that you are relearning on your journey. Let me know in the comments below. Language learning is so fun, isn't it? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos each week. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.